There are about 12 million Americans who depend on some form of long-term care. That can range from nursing homes to assisted living. As baby boomers age, the demand for long-term care in the U.S. is expected to outpace supply and funding within a decade. There is no one way to meet that need, and states are looking at a patchwork of solutions. One approach is adult foster care. Special correspondent Joanne Elgar Jennings reports from Oregon. Adult foster cares have been around there for more than 40 years in the state. This story is part of our ongoing series about poverty and opportunity in America, Chasing the Dream.
When Steve Lawrence wants to visit his elderly mother, it's a short walk to her care facility. It looks like most of the other homes in the suburban Portland neighborhood.
Hi, Mother.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm feeling well.
Good. Mother was a very active person. She was one of those kind of people, just go, 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 go.
But at 99 years old, Marjorie Lawrence is now partly blind. And after suffering many falls, she can't walk anymore.
How's your leg doing?
It's doing well.
No pain today?
No.
13 years ago, when Lawrence realized his mother could no longer live on her own, he didn't want to put her in a large nursing home.
I wanted adult foster care because I'd seen the advantages of the individual care you get here and having your own room. You don't feel like you're in an institution. You feel like you're living with a family.
There you go.
That's because Marjorie Lawrence is living with a family. In this case, it's Carmel Durano's family in Carmel Durano's home.
What we do for you every day.
I think a lot of people hear the word foster care, they think of kids being taken from their families and placed in homes. What does it mean in this context?
The residents are placed in your home, or they choose your home to live like a normal, it's like a normal home. I think you foster a home-like atmosphere for them compared to living in assisted living or a nursing home.
5 elderly residents live in this adult foster home. That's the maximum allowed under Oregon law. As with traditional nursing homes, residents here receive 24-hour care and can access a range of services, from prepared meals to assistance with hygiene to physical and emotional support.
So besides the feet, how are you feeling today?
For those who require in-home medical care, a nurse or doctor is called in. Medicaid, Medicare, or private insurance most often cover the expense. The cost of adult foster care ranges from about $3,500 to $5,000 a month. Again, those on Medicaid are covered. In any case, it's about half the average cost of a bed in a nursing home in Oregon. Carmel Durano had just emigrated from the Philippines when she first opened her home to elderly residents 27 years ago.
In the Philippines, our grandparents are always around us. It seems like the grandchildren's lives can center around the grandparents who are expected to love them and respect them.
It was a natural fit for Durano. She was able to raise her children and run a business caring for elderly people, all under the same roof.
I had 3 small boys then, and I figured, instead of working outside, I can do the elderlies and my own family at the same time.
Durano's sister, who runs another adult care home in the neighborhood, frequently visits. And their 78-year-old mother lives here too. Durano's kids have since graduated college, but she will allow employees to bring their children to work on occasion. Paula Carter, a researcher at Portland State University's Institute on Aging, has been studying Oregon's adult foster care system for 3 years. She's impressed with the quality of care that's delivered at a cost lower than other elder care settings.
The folks who live in adult foster homes in many ways look more like people living in what we call memory care units. They're caring for people who have similar kinds of needs in terms of assistance with eating, assistance with using the bathroom, mobility, staying in the residence until they die.
And why is that important?
That's important to me because sometimes people worry that adult care homes can't provide a high level of care to people with multiple chronic illnesses and disability and dementia. And the evidence shows that they can and they do, and they charge much less.
In Oregon, adult foster care is regulated by the state's Department of Human Services, or DHS, the same agency that regulates other elder care facilities like assisted living. Licensees must meet several requirements, including living on site or providing a qualified resident manager, passing a background check, having a home that meets structural and safety requirements, completing a training course, passing an exam, and being recertified each year. Carter says regulation is key to adult foster care, as it is with all elderly care.
And it sets up an expectation and professionalization of the operators when you license and regulate it. It gives consumers and their families a peace of mind to know that it's being overseen. It allows the state to provide technical assistance and, if needed, sanctions against adult foster care operators who are not doing a good job.
Not doing a good job can include neglect or even abuse of elderly clients. According to Oregon's DHS, every year there are about 1,000 cases of elder abuse in all long-term settings, and the agency says the rate of abuse hovers at about 3% for all care facilities, including adult foster homes. Inspectors normally drop in unannounced at least once a year.
Hi, how are you?
This particular inspection at another adult foster home was announced in advance so we could get permission to film. Inspector Kendall Batiste-Ball starts with a review of paperwork and an audit of medications.
The medication audit usually comes first because we really want to make sure that meds are safe and being administered as prescribed, that there's doctor's orders in place, that all the medications are in hand.
Next, Batiste-Ball looks for any potential safety hazards.
And I'm just glancing for extension cords or non-surge protected multi-plug adapters. Okay, you look good. Okay, make sure your toilet flushes. You have ventilation.
And finally, she interviews residents to see if they have any complaints. Pat, who just gave us her first name, can't remember how many years she's lived here, but she says it's been a few.
I'm not here because I chose to be here. I'm here because I was put here.
I'm sorry that's your situation, but for what it is, this isn't a bad situation. That's kind of, I just want to make sure that you're not being abused or that you're getting all your needs.
Like that.
You're getting food and
I guess so.
Yeah, good. No complaints at this point.
No.
Sometimes, of course, there are accusations or instances of neglect or abuse.
There is times when there are really unsafe practices happening in the home, and we do have to respond accordingly.
If an inspector were to come across one, she would refer it to a state or county investigator, depending on where it occurred. By chance, several weeks after we visited Carmel Durano's adult foster home, one of her residents alleged being left lying on the floor after a fall and filed a complaint. Following a 3-month-long investigation, Oregon's Department of Human Services determined that Durano's facility failed to follow the resident's care plan, which is considered neglect of care and constitutes abuse. Fred Steele is Oregon's ombudsman for long-term care. His job is to be a watchdog and independent advocate for all elder care residents, regardless of facility.
Proper care planning is a fairly simple thing for residents, and that something simple as recognizing the assistance that resident needed and that assistance just simply not being provided, and what I read as almost an indifference by that caregiver that was supposed to be available.
In her defense, Durano said it was the first such accusation in her 27 years of running her facility.
No instance happened before. We never had incident like this before.
She says most residents use a call button when they need help.
It's a loud noise. It will make you jump out of your bed and get disoriented. It's very loud.
The day of the incident, Durano left her mother, who had been working with her for 27 years, in charge of the residents while she went out. Her mother says she didn't hear a call button or cries for help.
During the investigation, they told us that she can't be left alone anymore because she's older. She's 78 already, but she was a home health caregiver.
Durano says the incident was a wake-up call for her and that her mother is no longer providing care.
It was just a teaching moment that maybe we need to reassess everything.
Under new leadership, Oregon's Department of Human Services has beefed up enforcement over the past 5 years. Adult foster homes with repeated licensing violations have been forced to close at a higher rate than previously and at a higher rate than other care facilities.
This gal, my mom.
As for Steve Lawrence, when his mom Marjorie turns 100 in September, she'll have spent 14 years in Carmel Durano's care. I asked him if he was concerned about the abuse charge. Lawrence said he still has full faith. He said there were many times his mother needed urgent assistance in the middle of the night, and she was, quote, attended to quickly. He added that she always feels cared for.